Hello and welcome to Hooma Comedy Presents the Roast Battle on a Sunday. It's the Sunday roast, everyone. Woo! Yeah, that's weird. Kieran's happy. That's good. Don't forget, these are the rules. So Aaron and Kieran are going to throw insults at each other, and I think this is probably the weirdest one we've had so far. They're going to insult each other with jokes and insults, because that's how that works. And then you have till 9 o'clock tonight to vote for your favourite on the comments below. Like I said, brace yourself. It's a good job that none of us are in the office anymore, because this would not be safe for work, I feel. This is going to be a weird one. We'll speak to Kieran first. How you doing, Kieran? You all right?
No.
No? Good, right. So, you used to do improv, didn't you? And that's blocking, Kieran. We should know this. It's and yes, that's how conversations work. So how did you prepare for this one, Kieran?
Well, I watched Tom Alban, and Tom Alban hadn't wanked for 2 days. So I've taken a leaf out of Tom Alban's book and not wanked for 2 weeks. But whilst not wanking, I've watched violent German anal grumble as well to really get me stoked up and fired up to mash up Aaron Hood. Yeah.
Nice. I mean, it's surprising that you haven't wanked for so long, because you are a bit of a wanker. So I'm impressed with that.
No, I'm 45 now, Martin. Yeah, so I have to carb up for 3 days, yeah.
Otherwise, it just comes out like dust.
I can get in about 2 a month if I'm lucky. It's just, I'm like you whipping off to the toilets and Brewdog every 15 minutes.
Only when you're on, Kieran.
It just comes out like Rivita.
And there's our other contestant or other victim. It's Aaron Hood. How are you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing well. I'm going to emotionally waterboard Kieran Bain.
Nice. How have you prepared for today?
Well, considering that everyone else is going the whole season, I want to be relaxed. So I've literally just busted a nut to some lovely Latvian fart porn. So that's fantastic. It's kind of derivative of the genre, I don't think that man was a qualified plumber. I don't think he possessed an NVQ. So
I've always had my doubts. Cool. Right. Well, lovely. I think we're all pumped and ready to go. One of you's been pumping more than the other. So I think we're going to start with Kieran Bain. Take it away.
I was going to take the piss out of your autism, Aaron, but I then realised if you can't make it work on stage, what fucking chance have I got? It makes the audience feel about as comfortable as your grandma discovering your hentai stash. Then someone told me that roast battles were all about taking the piss out of someone's personality. Unfortunately, you don't have one. So I looked at your Facebook page and all I found were a bunch of memes that are about as spicy as a Yorkshire pudding without the fucking salt and pepper. And whilst some people are absolute edgelords, you're more of a middle slave. So I looked in my crystal ball to see if you develop a personality in later life. You work for the civil service. So no, you fucking don't. And it looks like your sense of humour is going to shrivel up and die too. Well done! In your face! In your face, Hood!
It's always great when someone has to yell and reinforce their own punchline for it to have any effect. I'm surprised he didn't save autism for last. I thought he'd go with appearance, since I'm looking like Schmall from the Boy in Striped Pyjamas right now. But which is quite fitting, really, because Kieran looks like if the Toad from Toad Hall was sceptical about the Holocaust happening. I'm ready.
Do I get to come back to your little one-liner in between there?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, that was my shittest stuff. I'm going to roast you later, Hood, yeah? You and your massive forehead.
I'm really, really, really scared of you mentioning that you can land several planes on my forehead. Shall I go again? Because he's just going to stare. He's going to stare with his marzipan face, and I don't like it. It's like
I mean, it should have been five goes each, one after the other.
Yeah, I was hoping so. Does he only have one fucking bit?
Was it my go again?
We're falling down at the first fucking joke, you two. Jesus Christ.
It wasn't me. I did mine, and I was just
waiting. Was that bit? Sorry, I didn't realise that was a bit. Fucking hell.
I'm sorry that you took fucking 10... I thought that was 10 minutes to get your joke out.
Ad-lib in
drowning in exposition. I lost the narrative thread halfway through.
I didn't realise. Oh my god! I thought you were going to make it funny and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you say you're a third-year student studying politics, yeah? So lockdown must have been a monumental lifestyle change for you. You can now make that elaborate fancy tug last all day. And although you claim to not like Donald Trump, most of the porn you watch comes from China. Unbelievable. It's tremendous porn. Really, really tremendous anal shots. Some of the greatest porn I've ever seen comes from Wuhan. They're good people, good scenes, fantastic nurses. These Chinese people sure know how to make a porn out of a crisis. That was a terrible Trump impression. But at least all this jerk fodder online will give you some new material for your stand-up act, because it really is wank.
Yeah, so I'm a failure at stand-up. So that's from you. You've had so many failed business endeavours. You are to business what Myra Hindley is to childcare. and you go on about my personality. Your personality is about a gram of speed and weird homosexual intercourse. That's all you have. You've got nothing inside. You're like a homosexual beach ball.
Is that it? Is that all you got? Am I now going to unload? Okay. You look like a Lego man from the special edition Obesity Clinic playset. You have a penchant for Greek history and tragedies. You will soon be starring in your own as the fallen hero Diabetes. The trouble is, if someone told you to go to the health clinic, you'd try and book a table for 2 at 8:30. And your overall fashion sense looks like you sucked all the fun out of Fundamentalist and all we're left with is the Mentalist. More like foreskin than clean skin. Look at the fucking state of you, Erin. Your haircut says ISIS, your belly says Pisces, and your face says early onset sepsis.
You're going on about my belly. Kieran, when are your fucking triplets due? You look like about fucking 8 face huggers are about to burst out of your gut, mate. Sort it out. Kieran believes in all sorts of weird shit, though. He believes that the government put fluoride in your water to control you or make you transsexual. That crazy conspiracy theory stuff does suit his comedy style down to the ground, though. Flat Earth, flat cap, flat fucking material.
Okay, you claim to be a hard left communist, although the problem is with your belly, you're more of a lard heft communist. Communism is all about the means of production. Well, the only thing you seem to produce is endless pictures of your craps that you send me on Facebook. It's a true story, ladies and gentlemen. Probably all the fucking lard you're eating. No doubt you worry about the people seizing controls of your means of production, like some kind of public proletariat pubic pegging. Although you'd like to be like Karl Marx, you're more like his shit younger brother, Skid Marx.
Fat man do poo. Yeah, well, I'm actually kind of just sending you that in lieu of a written review of your sets and also your general comedy career. Kieran has done improv before, which means that we have something in common. It means that we both get to qualify for the fucking Special Olympics. Although people do comment that Kieran's massive production of saliva does make for better, sloppier blowjobs when he's servicing them in a portaloo for tuppence.
Okay, well, if I'm supposedly fucking doing blowjobs, Erin, what about you and your love of wrestling, Erin? At first, I saw you as a young, virile Vince McMahon type, cut, jacked, and ready for business, inviting lots of sweaty, hench young men to come into your ring. Then I realised you'd be better as a wrestler. You'd break the mould with your sullen, bored demeanour. What would your name be? Sulk Hogan? The Ultimate Warrior? CM? What's that on your shirt? Spunk? Oh no, sorry, it's your last joke. And your finishing move will be the sellout. You'll get a high-paid job in London, a fat bank account and a mortgage, and you'll finally start voting Tory. And you know what I'll say to that? Do you know? As your new Prime Minister, thank you very much for your vote. We can now get Norexit done. What's Norexit, I hear you ask? It's the succession of Norfolk from Great Britain, and the key policy that won it for us is we're not going to let you back in.
That was good. I mean, I do generally give Kieran a lot of shit about his comedy, but he does have impeccable taste, being inspired by people like Dave Chappelle, Bill Hicks, George Carlin. It's just a shame for everyone else that he isn't more influenced by Robin Williams.
Oh, right. That's dark.
I don't need to do fucking War and Peace every joke to make mine land, mate.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Well, that is the end of our roast. Fantastic job there. Very weird, very dark as the last one, Aaron. That was something else. I think we'll
I was saving that because I didn't want him to kill himself live on stream.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right, Aaron. Because I already killed you live on stream.
Well, it's a good job that this isn't live. I can edit all the
dancing of comedy. Just sit the fuck down, mate.
What do you mean, sit the fuck down? I'm not standing up.
It is over. Well done. Right. Now, you viewers at home have till 9 o'clock tonight to vote for your favourite in the original comments section below.
And vote for none of the above if you don't want either of us to win anything with both shit.
I mean, that is an option. You could just vote for me, your MC, for just putting up with that shite. Don't forget some more Hooma news coming on. We have the Carl Hutchison gig has been rescheduled to the 7th of January 2021, and also we're up with the times if those times are 2014, and Hooma is now on YouTube and as a YouTube channel, so you can check out all the local comedians on there with some of their extended sets from Hooma Comedy Club, which is all very exciting. Don't forget to go outside, start applauding, start the applause for these two brilliant comedians that we've had. I will drive around Norwich because that's how that works. I've got nothing else to do on a Sunday apart from edit this shit, put it up, and then drive around Norwich to make sure you appreciate it. We'll be back next week with two more fantastic comedians hurling abuse, shit, and insults at each other. But one more time for Aaron Hood and Kieran Bain. Thank you and good night.